Welcome back to the Heartbeat Sing Show. Today I have a singing sensation. He is one of Vancouver's very own recognized talent and has now won the heart of people worldwide. He's the first Canadian to make it to the finals, and he placed third at ZTV's Saregama Challenge. Please welcome Jagreet Bajwa.
Hey, it's so good to be here.
Welcome,
it's been so long.
Thank you for being back on the show once again.
Oh, you're welcome. Anytime. I always love being here. And सारे अनु मेरे वालों प्यार भरी सत श्री अकाल, and it's great to be back.
So how do you feel now, Jagpreet, with all your success that you've achieved? You went to this challenge, this competition, with 130,000 people. You made it to the finals. You placed third. How do you feel?
Well, I mean, it's a very humbling experience for sure, to reach that far and to learn from some of the best, all of the best musicians in the industry that were present in this competition, whether as guests or as respected jury members or respected mentors. From everybody, our Gurujis as well. It was such a humbling experience to reach to the top three and to also receive so many compliments from everybody. So for me, it was definitely one of those, places where I could learn. And they always say never let success get to your head, because there's always a point in your life where, you always have to go through different things. And I've experienced two different sides, when I moved to India. So I've experienced both sides of it. So they say never let success get to your head or failure get to your heart. And that's what I've always kind of kept myself very neutral. And I mean, it's overwhelming, the support I've been getting. It's been amazing, from Twitter, from Facebook, from everybody. So.
Well, congratulations on that. And I know
Thank
after
you.
this competition, your whole lifestyle has changed. And it's everyone's dream to have their first Bollywood break. And I know you had yours. So can you tell me more about that?
Yeah, it was kind of interesting. So I was actually at a restaurant, and my dad is, he was like, you should sing. And I was like, okay. And so I just started randomly singing at a restaurant, and people started recognizing me through there. And I got a chance to actually go to Shri Anup Jalotaji's house, who's, very, very amazing personality. He's awesome. And the amount of encouragement I got from him, and I was singing for him. And a director came in, a movie director, and he said, he heard only one line of my singing, and he decided that he wanted to use me for one of his films as a playback singer that he was releasing with Juhi Chawla ji and an international actress, Natalia, and Ashutosh Rana ji. And he called me into studio, and he wanted me to record a song, and it just, it went uphill from there. I mean, it was awesome.
And how does that make you feel? You're singing in front of a director. Do you still get nervous?
They say you should always, have some sort of nerves before you even go on stage or before your studio. It helps you concentrate more. So of course, yeah, there's definitely nerves there. It's like the behind the scenes thing for me, because it's amazing what can happen when you're just randomly singing somewhere, or just, like you don't know who could be there at that time and stuff. I mean, so many artists have gotten discovered that way, and I'm so glad to be one of those people.
It took something as simple as just singing in a restaurant to get you that big break.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, congratulations on that.
Thank you so much.
Now, with all that happening, I know you've been touring a lot. So tell me more about that. Where have you gone? What do you have coming up next?
Yeah, so basically I'm basing myself out of Mumbai, so I'll be back and forth. But I've been touring a lot. We have some shows coming up soon. I was in Toronto, New Jersey, and recently I just had a show at the Hard Rock Casino, which was local. And the support and the response I got from all those shows was amazing. Because Saregama obviously it broadcasts over 165 different countries. So it was awesome. And now we have some shows coming up in North America, which the dates will be confirmed soon. So people who follow me on Facebook and Twitter and stuff, they can definitely find out about it as well. And so it's going to be some amazing stuff coming up, some Europe tours and some Trinidad tours, and also doing shows with Mika Baji. So definitely a lot to look forward to before the beginning of the new year for sure. It's going to be awesome.
So now with your busy lifestyle and all these tours, I know you're traveling a lot. How has that impacted your life? Is it traveling hard? Is it overwhelming?
I think traveling has been I've always loved to travel, so that has never been anything for me. You know, I've always wanted to explore places, different places, and when you're in the industry, like singing or whatever, when you have to go places to perform, it gives you an excuse to travel, and you know, and thanks to ZTV, because they've had me in this contract, and it's been amazing. Like the places that we've gone and the places that we're all gonna go, so it's gonna be rocking.
How's it like being away from family, you know, being away from home, Vancouver itself, and like how are they coping with it?
Yeah, you know, it's definitely interesting. I would say that the scope of music in Vancouver is not as much as if it is in Mumbai or LA. And I mean, technology now has kind of changed that a little bit, but definitely, you know, when I had to move out to Mumbai and stuff, and you know, meet others and stuff like that, I feel you have to move out to certain places which have scope first, and so you can build and establish yourself from there, and wherever you work after that is totally up to you, but first you have to establish yourself, you have to meet people and make connections and whatnot. So I moved out to Mumbai, and it definitely was really hard for my mom and my brother especially, who are here the majority of the time, because you know it was the longest time we've kind of all been separated from each other, right. And
but they've been supporting you.
Oh, of course,
yeah.
and that's why it made it so much more easier to do this and get there. I mean, it was tough. I mean, the facilities in Vancouver, the facilities in Mumbai, I mean, for me are so much more different. It's a different lifestyle altogether, and so
it's a complete different change.
Well, of course. I mean,
yeah.
I mean, like, you've been to India as well, right? Like,
right.
you go there, and the people's thinking is so different, and it's not necessarily a bad thing. It's just diverse in its own way, you know.
Definitely.
And it's a life adjustment. Doesn't matter where you move; it's always an adjustment.
Exactly, and it's been worthwhile for you. And
definitely,
you know, speaking of all your success, I know that with that comes along fame. So your social media following has been increasing. Your fan base has increased. How do you feel about that? Is it overwhelming?
You know what? I don't look at it as overwhelming. I look at it as very heartwarming for me.
Yeah.
Because I think it's definitely, you know, when you have people watching the show, when you have people giving you such a great response, and you know, I've had some lovely, you know, emails and messages, you know, of people wanting to donate their eyes towards helping me see and stuff like that, and whatnot. So it's really nice hearing from people and whatnot. But you know, for me, I think the most important thing is not letting that fame get to you, because you know, you just have to keep working hard so you keep those people with you, and so I've definitely, for me, that social media and that increasing fan base has inspired me to keep continuing, keep working hard.
And it must feel so good to be recognized and celebrated by thousands of people. I know you just got a letter from somebody. Just tell me who sent you a letter. What is it all about?
Well, you know what? It's been amazing. You know, it was such a surprise to me that Honorable Mr. Justin Trudeau, who sent me a letter recently, the Prime Minister of our wonderful country, Canada, and I was so surprised, and it was so awesome that I received this letter from him, and you know, congratulating me on being the first Canadian born singer to reach the top 3 of such a, you know, international level competition, because it's broadcasted in so many different countries.
Well, you've definitely won the hearts of a lot of people. Now, Jagreet, just tell me, what are your future goals? Where do you see yourself 20 years from now? What do you have planned for yourself?
20 years from now?
Yeah.
That sounds insane. You're making me feel old, but no, I definitely, for me, I just want to keep continuing and spreading love and peace through my music, inspiring others, and you know, definitely I want to get into music therapy, because I think I want to cure people's diseases through music therapy, like mental diseases and everything. And I just recently saw a fan, actually. His name is Baljot, and it was such a wonderful thing that I got to see him. And he actually suffers from a form of autism, and he also can't walk very well as well. So to meet people like that who are so excited, and who, you know, you can cure through disease. Like when I was singing from him, he was enjoying it so much. So you can cure people's diseases through music, And I think it's such a natural medicine that way. So I want to do that, and I just want to give back to the community as I always have.
And I'm sure you will. Thank you so much for being here today, Jagreet. I wish you the very best of luck with everything happening for you.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you.